There we go. There we go. I just need to get myself some... Do I? Oh, no, should be right. Should be right. Okay. Let's get this party fucking started. Now, where am I up to? What was I doing? That's right, the back of the cloak. Durr. Ow. Oh, sharp pointy things. Okay, I think I need some more of the Dark Reaper. That's what I need more of. And where's my... There it is. Dry brush. Dry brush. Ah! Fuck's sake. Working out. Sorry, I thought I heard my phone buzzing. What the hell? Come on. Oh well. Anyway. Why do I always start sweating after my shower? Even if I've had a cold shower. It's very annoying. Oh well. That's a bit better. That's actually showing up a bit more now. Moving around is a bit annoying. That's better. Okay, so I need to finish off the cloak, shading, and I need to pick out these details, and then check the mini for all those small little things that need fixing. But we are getting there. We are getting there. Okay, that's in properly now. Oof. Okay. The glare from the lights makes it a little difficult for me to see the colours properly, so I've got to like tilt it a bit so it's in shadow so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Now for my Fenrisian grey. Quiet tonight. Oh well. Gonna go to the beach tomorrow. Gonna go get sunburned. Probably. Let's just pick out some there. Very lightly down there. Oh, not that much. Ah, it's still a wet patch. I wonder. There we go. Both directions on here to make sure it's what was I saying? Oh well. Getting there. Oh well. That's what happens when I go a bit too heavy. Using the camera to paint is actually quite interesting. It's a good thing I'm used to using digital tablets. Hello Mittens, hello Vulcan, welcome in guys, good to see ya. How goes your weekend? Sorry, I forgot what day it was. Which I shouldn't be forgetting because it is Monday tomorrow and I am going to go to the beach tomorrow. Gonna go to the beach, it's gonna be great, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm excited. I haven't been to the beach for ages. I don't think I've been to the beach since I cut all my hair off, which was a few years ago now. So it's going to be amazing going to the beach and not having to worry about hair getting in my face when I'm boogie boarding. Looking real good? Oh, thank you. It's almost done. Almost. So close. Didn't quite get to finish it off last stream though because my wrists and forearms were starting to hurt and I didn't want to push my luck, which is something you have to worry about when you start getting a little older. Hello Bulky, hello Expired Minotaur, welcome, welcome. It's going alright man, it's going alright. We are... Whoop. That one a little too heavy, oh well, whatever. We are almost done. We are almost done with this fucking Keeper of Secrets. I'm very excited to get this thing finally finished. So I've just got to mostly just finish off this cloak, do all these little details, and then just go over it and fix any small things that need fixing. You know, all those tiny details you don't really pay much attention to while you're painting everything else. And it's like, oh, I should fix that. Oh, that looks a bit messy, I should fix that. Oh no, that detail didn't turn out quite right, I should fix that. So how are you guys all going this weekend? I hope everybody has had a most wonderful holiday so far. Weekend was alright, brother's co-worker tested positive. Oh dang. Room quarantine is a room. Oh bugger. Well, fingers crossed that your brother's okay. And fingers crossed that you and the rest of your family are also okay. Are the rest of you getting tested as well? Because probably not a bad idea. Just in case. Because if your brother has got it, you don't know how long he's had it for. So, but yeah, no, fingers crossed for you all. Glad Christmas is over. That's a mood.
sometimes you just need a holiday from your holidays, because the expectations that can come with Christmas is like way too much work. I'm very glad that my family just doesn't really give a shit. Like, we'll have a Christmas lunch, just my immediate family, and that's about it. No. Like, we barely even bother with presents. My brother doesn't bother with presents. I don't bother getting my brother presents. You know, I get my parents the same thing every year pretty much, so they know what to expect. But they're happy with that. So yeah, it's a lot more peaceful and relaxing than what I guess other people's Christmases might be like. And I am okay with that. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. That's not looking too bad at all. Although I think this side needs a little bit more work. It's a bit stripy here, so let's try and smooth that out a bit. That's looking a little bit better. It's really weird. Sometimes looking at this through the camera gives me a more accurate idea of what's going on than just looking at it with my own eyeballs, because the light glare tends to fuck things up a bit for me, but the camera sort of counters that a little bit. But yeah, no, I think that's looking alright. Not getting tested yet. Shino results tomorrow. See if we had to get tested. That's fair. That's fair. I'm glad people know that I don't buy anything, don't expect anything. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's definitely a mood. Alright. But yeah, that's how it's looking at the moment. I feel like I should do something... Yeah, I should be alright. Do I need to do any dry brushing on the base? I think the base is fine. Nice to see it all together. Yeah, it's nice to have it all together. I think I need to make these purple gems on the blade slightly redder, just to make them stand out a little bit more. So I'm gonna wash those with a red wash, I think. Just to... because I don't want to make them too red. You know, I still want them to be purple, I just want them to be a slightly more reddish purple than what's there right now, because at the moment they're just really blending in with that blade. But for now, I need to just clean out my dry brush before everything sets. Crackle base is nice. Oh, thank you! Looks really good. Thank you, Vulcan. Gems need some colour. The base looks excellent. Thank you! But yeah, no, the blade gems definitely need a little bit more colour. Because at the moment they're a very pale, sort of purple-violet, and it's just not showing up quite as much as I was hoping. So we'll fix that. Or at least we'll give it a bit of a red wash and see if that fixes things. Maybe I'll just go Drucci. No, don't want to Drucci wash it actually, that's going to make it too dark. So we'll try the Carroburg Crimson Wash. See how that goes. I may just have to make the gems pink instead of purple as well. That might make them stand out a bit more. Hello, Weirdling. Hello, Salty Skittles. Thanks for the hobby tool invite. No worries, Vulcan. Not a problem. I hope it was actually helpful advice. Ah, get in to the brush holder, you bastard. Oh, that's another thing you probably want to get at some point. Make yourself some kind of brush holder, just out of spare sprue, and I use a coil of wire from like an old spiral notebook. So that's my small one, that's the first one I made, and I was running out of room on it, so I had to make a bigger one. But yeah, keeping your brushes hanging point down helps preserve the tip of your brushes, and just helps preserve them in general. So Yeah, make yourself one of those at some point. What was I doing? Red wash. Where is my red wash? Ah, there it is. Hiding behind my brush racks. There we go. Brought some stuff, so yes. Excellent, excellent. Hello, Snow! It is very super pretty, thank you very much. I'm very pleased with how it's come along. Still needs a few touch-ups and everything, but we should get this finished tonight. Post-Xmas. God, it's so exhausting, yeah. Big mood. Okay, the problem now is I can't find my brush. I have too many brushes. Too many brushes, not enough brain. Oh, there we go, here it is. Here's the brush I want. My lovely little Rosemary & Co. 33. Faithful little workhorse of a brush. Okay. If I'm going to be using a wash, I need somewhere to stick it for the moment, so I don't knock it over. There we go. Okay. Don't want to wash too dark. And let's try and keep it off the highlights a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's looking a little bit better already. Just needed a little bit more colour to them. Yeah, no, that's one thing I love using washes for, is just slightly adjusting a base colour. I don't know how much it's actually showing up on camera, the difference, but in Meat Space there's a definite improvement with the red wash over those purple gems. Stands out just a little bit more. Alright, now to get these ones as well. Again, let's avoid getting the red on the highlight because I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to have to redo the highlights. There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Let's just add a little bit more on this one. Oh yeah. Oh yes. There we go. Alright, so let's see if I can get these visible on camera. Generally looks so good. Oh, thank you. No worries. Not a problem, Snow. I'm happy that advice could help. Did you decide which brushes you were going to end up going for? Yeah. Those gems stand out a little bit better now. And I think another thing I can do to help them stand out a bit more is dark... Ow! What the hell? Anyway. What was I doing? Right. Brain just went... Ugh. I'm going to the beach tomorrow. I'm excited. Which means also I will probably be ending stream a little earlier than usual because to get to the beach I'm gonna have to get up really early, which means I can't stay up till like 4 AM as usual. So I will probably end stream early just so I've got a little bit more time to, you know, like unwind and do my post-stream stuff before I think about heading to bed. But I may be streaming tomorrow evening, perhaps. It depends on whether or not Dingo is okay with multi-streaming with me. So for those of you who don't know Dingo, he was the librarian at my university, and Dingo is actually the one to blame for me getting into Warhammer 40k. So if I do end up multi-streaming with Dingo tomorrow, you guys will get to meet him, and you'll get to yell at him, or possibly thank him, either way. But yeah, Not sure if that's going to happen yet or not, though. But we'll see. We'll see. Also depends what time I get back home from the beach. Alright. Yes, Hobby Daddy. Dear old Hobby Daddy. I want a spider train mini. Oh. Well, I mean, you could just kit bash one, weirdly. Like, there's plenty of mini trains out there, and there's plenty of bits and pieces you could use to customize your own fucking spider train. You bastard. You absolute fucking cunt. Alright. I need to remember not to be too picky about this as well. Why not both? Oh, hang on. To be honest, not yet. Mainly haven't had a chance to raid his brush collection to see what he doesn't have. What would be really appreciated. No, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know if liked would be quite the right term for that, weirdling. I'm not sure if like... I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'd say I like it, because it's just like... I appreciate the work that went into making it loop properly, because so many GIFs just don't loop right, and it's really frustrating. So finding a GIF that does actually fucking loop correctly is a treasure. I don't know if I'd call that GIF specifically a treasure though. I really don't. Om nom nom. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Well, if you had to just choose one brush, Snow, to get your boy, to get your partner, I'd go with a Winsor & Newton size 2. I think that'd be the most all-rounder kind of brush. Because a Winsor & Newton Series 7, they come to a really good point, and they tend to hold their point really well as long as you don't get a dud brush. So the size of the belly doesn't matter that much. You are a treasure, Weirdling. You are absolutely a treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? But yeah, so no, if I had to just stick with a single brush, you know, if I could choose if I could only have one brush to paint with, I'd go with a Winsor & Newton size 2. Winsor & Newton Series 7 size 2. Because it's big enough to do larger areas, but it also comes to a fine enough point that I can still do super fine detail with it. Kronk's face. Sightsee order at the restaurant. Yeah, Winsor & Newton have had a bit of a quality control problem, and that's it's not just lately, that's been going for a while, a few years now. So I've been lucky, I've been really lucky. Most of my Winsor & Newton brushes have been okay, and the ones that have been good, they've lasted for ages. But every now and then you do get a dud brush, or you hear about somebody who got a dud brush. Brush soap can help fix them. The main going theory at the moment is because they've outsourced their production to China. But who knows? I was just about to drink my isopropyl alcohol. That is not recommended. And sometimes you just get unlucky. But yeah, the Winsor & Newton brushes usually come in like these little tubes like this. So Winsor & Newton Series 7, nice and fancy. Yeah, probably wouldn't taste the best, exactly.
May the Emperor watch over us.
Hello, Stas! It's a Stasius! Stasius is hosting me. Mwah, best of Stas. How you going? I am almost finished. I am almost done with this motherfucker. Or possibly fatherfucker. Just parental fucker. Because let's face it, they're not going to be picky. But I need to fix up a few details and tidy up a few things. And then once I'm happy with where everything's at... Oh, that's right, I still also need to do all the details on the back of the cloak. But once I'm happy with where everything is at, the very last thing I'll be doing on this mini is a nice rim job. Gotta finish off a mini with a good rim job. Otherwise, what even is the fucking point? Doing lovely. Ooh, snowing! Nice. I haven't had a chance to try Raphael brushes myself, which is why I haven't recommended them. Because I don't like recommending stuff that I haven't actually used personally. I do really like Rosemary & Co. Series 33 brushes, which is actually what I'm using right now. This is a Rosemary & Co. Size 3. They're a little bit smaller than the Winsor Newton Series 7s, but they're still really nice brushes. And if you can get them, they also tend to be a bit cheaper than the Winsor Newtons as well. My issue with the Rosemary & Co. is that they're not easy to get in Australia, which is unfortunate. Oh, yep. Hang on, I'll grab both the Rosemary & Co. and the Winsor Newton. Do I have a size 3 Winsor Newton? Here we go, okay. So, the top brush is a Winsor Newton size 3. The bottom brush is a Rosemary & Co. size 3, and you can see the size difference. But you can also see how fine a point they both come to. So yeah, I do the majority of my painting with either a Rosemary & Co., usually this one, or a size 2 or size 3 Winsor & Newton. Although, if you're going to an actual art shop, Winsor & Newton brush is also going to be ridiculously overpriced, which is unfortunate. Because, like, yeah, we've got Eckersley's is one of the main art shops here in Australia, and I can get this for like $25 online. They'd be charging like $30, $40, $50 for this in Eckersley's. It's a fucking ripoff. But yeah, no worries, Snow. But yeah, like, I'm happy with either Winsor & Newton Series 7 or the Rosemary & Co. 33s. Both of them do the job. And they do the job quite well. And yeah, get brush soap. Like, if you're gonna spend the money on decent sable brushes, get some fucking brush soap to make your brushes last longer. Yeah, bloody Aussie prizes. Need to get some new R&C brushes. I love my Rosemary & Co.'s. I just wish they could, I wish I could get them more easily down here in fucking Australia. I can get Winsor & Newtons pretty easily now because they are such a well-regarded brush that a lot of hobby stores stock them now. Like, my local, well, it's about an hour's drive from me, but relatively local hobby store, Irresistible Force, now stocks Winsor & Newton. The online combat company, Australian-based shop, also stocks Winsor & Newton. But they don't stock Rosemary, so it's a little bit trickier for me to get my hands on R&C brushes, unfortunately. Go to smaller art shops, usually don't rip you off so bad, yeah. But they also don't tend to have quite as good a range, unfortunately. I think I need to cycle my brushes, have too many. It's so annoying. I have, like, all these fucking brushes. Ah! Eh! All these fucking... Get out of the way, actually. You need to move. Alright. The only reason that's there was because I was using it for glue. That's my shitty glue brush, so it can go away now that it's dry. But yeah. All these fucking brushes, and I use like maybe 3 of them. But, you know, when you find a brush that you like, you sort of stick with it. And I wouldn't have quite as many brushes if I also didn't have to do dry brushing. But I also never throw out brushes. I almost never throw out any brushes, no matter how dead they get. Because, hey, I can use them for something else at some point, maybe. Oh, I can use it later. I have so many brushes that I just don't use anymore, but I'm keeping them because, oh, I could use them later. They were in, oh, did get a series of 4 wins and used for just the, oh, nice! Decently clean and pointy condition, excellent. The glue brush is a place, yeah. Rage against thing, absolutely, absolutely. But no, the glue brush is how I put the glue, the PVA glue, onto this base to get that crackle effect. So the glue brush definitely has its place. I cherish and respect my glue brush. It does its job, and that's all I can ask of it. Ugh, this is not good for my wrists. Yeah, for raised detail like this, I like to use the side of my brush and just sort of lightly go over it like this, and that way I'm less likely to fuck things up because the rest of the brush isn't really in a position to touch anything past the raised detail, as long as I don't fuck it up. It's also a bit easier to get coverage with the side of the brush. Ugh, except my paint keeps drying out. Just don't do what I did, buy 3 $40 odd Citadel brushes, new for brushes that way. Oh god. I mean, I do have some Citadel brushes. I use the hell out of the Citadel shade brushes. Like, when I'm not using one of my Raphael... Oh, not fucking Raphael. Why the hell did I say Raphael? I've never owned a Raphael brush. When I'm not using my fancy sable brushes, when I'm doing, like, just heavy washes or contrasts or whatever, where I don't need to worry about fine detail, I use and abuse the shit out of my Citadel medium shade brush. It does the job. I wouldn't bother with any of the Citadel detail brushes, because 1, yeah, they're totally overpriced, and 2, because they're synthetic, they just don't last long. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the tip of this brush is curled because it's a synthetic brush. It hasn't curled too much yet because I wash it and I'm fairly gentle with it, but there is definitely a curve in the bristles at the tip there, so I don't use this brush when I'm trying to do like really fine detail or trying to be very precise. If I need precision, I'll switch to one of my other brushes. But if I'm just sort of, you know, slapping down washes on a base or, you know, just over large areas, yeah, it's great. Glue brushes must have, keep cheap out. Yeah, exactly. Where was I? Gold. But yeah, no, honestly, all my glue brushes have just been brushes that used to be regular brushes and then just got worn out. And it's like, well, you still got enough bristle on you that I can use you for glue. So. No brushes get thrown out here. They just get repurposed. Focusing. Please stand by. Come on, you bastard. I've run out of paint. Yeah, that's why I don't like synthetic brushes, because the tips curl. You don't generally get that with natural hair brushes, as long as you look after them. But yeah, synthetic brushes, they'll fucking curl after like the first time you use them almost. I can work around the curl, like the one I've got, it's not too bad at the moment, and I can work around it. But it's definitely something to be aware of when you're, you know, thinking about brushes to buy. Synthetic brushes will fucking curl, no matter what you do. And I'm not really aware of any way to fix it or stop it from happening. Oh well. Bloody blade arm keeps getting in the way. I'm trying to smooth out this gold a bit. It's a little patchier than I'd like. There we go. Hello, Sand Lady. How you going? Hello from the other side. She just needs to stab. She does. They just need to stab a lot. They need to do all the slicey and stabby slicey and slicey stabby while looking absolutely fabulous. Cause what's the point of, you know, destroying your enemies if you don't look fabulous while doing so? Gotta look good. You gotta slay to be able to slay, if you know what I mean. Just trying to get the edges, make sure the outlines are sharp and clean and not fuzzy. There we go. That's not looking too bad. Ooh, not food this time? Ooh, let's have a look. Is it pupper? Oh, let it be pupper. Is it pupper? Also, I keep knocking my desk, which means it is pupper. Oh, look at the fancy pupper. She's so cute. There we go. She's adorable. Look at the pupper. Look at the pupper. Oh, she's got a matching Christmas hat. I forgot to take the Christmas hat off my Skitten. That's okay. Skitten can wear a Christmas hat until my New Year's Eve stream. I'm gonna have to figure out some way to give my Skitten fireworks for New Year's Eve. Oh well. Yes. Precious pupper, she's so happy. Luna? This is Luna, yeah? Let's see if I remembered Pupper's name. Gorgeous Pupper. Goodest girl. Nova! Damn it! Damn it! I got the VA part at least. Just the wrong Lou instead of no. Bugger. Oh well. I'll get there eventually. One day I'll remember it. Nova. Unless you have two dogs. If you have two dogs and one's Luna and one's Nova and I just can't tell a difference, that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. It would not surprise me at all. Oh, fuck nuggets. I pressed a little bit too hard, which meant the belly of the brush ended up hitting where I didn't want it. And I didn't get to it quite fast enough, so there's a little dried edge of gold there. But that's okay. I'll fix that later. I'll finish the rest of the gold, and then I will tidy up any areas that need tidying up. But yeah, sometimes if you're quick enough, You can just wipe off wet paint, but given it's fucking Australia, the edges tend to dry more quickly than I can get to them with a wet brush. Oh well. Ah! Camera! Camera to the head. Fuck. Man, I have mad fucking respect for those people that you see doing videos online with the fucking calligraphy, and they just calligraphy in one smooth motion. I'm just like, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that, but that is not something I've practiced. So close and yet so far. Oh well. Learning. You gotta make mistakes before you can improve. So. Making mistakes is the best way to learn anything. Because if you make a mistake, then you're like, okay, now I know what not to do. I'm not just lucking out if I get it right the first time. Making mistakes is a valuable learning experience. And I really wish making mistakes and fucking up wasn't quite so stigmatized. Because, nobody's perfect. Nobody is ever gonna go through their lives without making mistakes. It's how you react to making those mistakes that define what kind of person you are. But too many people are sort of taught that making mistakes is shameful and, you know, means you're a bad person and everything, and that's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's damaging. Hello, Spotty! Oh, ooh, slow cooker from my parents. Nice! Have you slow cooked anything in your slow cooker yet? Now I'm hungry. Fuck. Oh well. So, how goes things, Spotty? How go the possums in a trench coat tonight? This fine, lovely Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Ah, fuck nuggets. Oh well, I'll get to that with the black again, anyway. Making mistakes, but mistakes can be corrected, so that's okay. Oh, I think I wanted more gold on this nubbin here as well. So, gold's running out in the brush. It's fucking drying. Ah. Hello, Lost! It is not Monday, Spotty. Tomorrow is Monday, because tomorrow, aka Monday, is when I am going to the beach. So today is not Monday, so fuck you, Spotty. Can't fool me today. I am with it. I am on top of things. It is not even close to Monday in various parts of the world. Other parts of the world it is almost Monday, but it is... I don't think it's quite Monday yet. Alright, back to this one. Ah, slipped again. Oh well. But yeah, so what have you been up to this weekend, Spotty? And Lost? What have you guys been up to? How are you all enjoying your post-Christmas stuff? Ugh. That one ended up a little bit messier than the other one somehow. But the other one I was not going quite as far to the edges, which I should fix. Big family Christmas? Lee pooped? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you need a holiday from the holiday. It's just like, ugh. I'm very glad I don't have big family events. Because I am very much introverted and I do not like hanging around large groups of people. It just gets too noisy. Too noisy, and I can't hear what's going on because there's just too much noise. So I can't really keep track of conversations or anything, and I just end up bored and uncomfortable and no, don't like, I really don't like big gatherings. Oh well, that's why I stream instead. Alright, there we go. Oh, no, just need the outer edge of this one a little bit more. There we go, that's better. Alright, now to clean up and fix all my fucking mistakes. That means cleaning out at some point as well. Doing human things? Sure you are, Spotty. Sure you are. Oh, my cousins are small children. Oh no. Rest in fucking pieces, lost. Large groups of people is bad enough, but then when you add small children to the mix, it's just like, I've got nothing against children, I just don't want them near me. I can't handle. I can't deal. I don't know what to... I don't know anything. I know nothing. Oh, bugger. There we go. Alright, make sure my paint's nice and thin and not lumpy. Alright, is there any one thing I need to fix on this side? I'm okay on this side, it's this side that I fucked up a lot. Focusing. You stand by. That's going to need a second coat, I think. Oh no, wait, there we go. Alright, can I get in to this little spot before the paint in my brush fucking dries? Okay, there we go. One more bit to clean up. There we go. Alright. Oh. Hydrate and breathe. All her kids are blonde. 1 or 2 blonde cousins. All the rest of them. Wow. Genetics are weird. Genetics are crazy. Breathing. And hydration. Thank you very much. Oh, tailbone check. Towel. My towel keeps fucking wrinkling up. It's very annoying. There we go. Oh, shoulder pulp. Suddenly, oops, all blonde children. Oh well, could be worse. Alright, one thing I need to double check before I continue. Let's have a look at the back of this cloak. It's hard to tell. Fuck it. They can stay gold. Alright, I need my purple wash. Purple wash. Purple. My ankles are really sore today and I don't know why. It's very annoying. I'm hoping they're not going to be sore tomorrow while I'm trying to swim at the beach, but oh well. Hello, Paul! Lovable loony yourself, man. How goes things? How was your Christmas? Did you get mad loot? Friend came back from military, exposed season back. Oh damn. Oh dear. Hopefully the warm water will help. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But the main reason I'm worried about my ankles is because I'm planning on boogie boarding while I'm at the beach, because what's the point of being at the beach if I can't fucking boogie board? Which requires my ankles to do things. So if my ankles are acting up, I might not be able to do things, which is very annoying. But oh well, we'll see. We'll not know for sure until tomorrow. Some very cool hobby shit, nice. Very quiet Quimbo, cat and cheerful lockdown bliss, nice. Weirdling, what? Hello DM Stretch, why do I paint on the pot caps? Because I'm lazy and I couldn't be fucked using a palette. Oh my god, Weirdling! Weirdling! I only just got seasoned. Fucking pepper and mustard season. Oh my. Weirdling! Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Oh, you bastard. You absolute fucker Weirdling. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I paint on the lids of the pots, because that's how I make sure my paint's the right consistency. And it also helps to be able to see the paint dried, because sometimes paint can be a somewhat different color when it's wet versus when it's dried. So being able to see what the actual color is once it's dried right there on the paint lids can be very helpful when I'm sort of trying to choose colors and compare colors. But for the most part, it's just because I couldn't be fucked using a palette. I am a very lazy painter. I am a disgusting straight out of the pot painter. But it works for me, so people can't complain too much. But yeah, right now I'm just tinting my gold with some Drucci Violet to give it a bit more shading. Blood, 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 blood! Oh, thank you very much. Ooh, ooh. Thank you very much, Weirdling. Holy shit, 500 bits. God damn. And there we go, you unlocked a new emote. Sweet. Oh, hello, Lewin. How you going, man? We are so close to finishing this bastard. And then I can get back to Stinky Boys. But yeah. No, thank you very much for that, Weirdling. All those bits are super, super appreciated. That paint lid idea is genius. No worries, man. If you hang around for a bit, you'll be able to see how I, use it instead of just when I'm using washes. But yeah, because I don't really use a palette, I do all my paint thinning basically directly in the brush. So, okay, what's something that needs touching up? Alright, I think I'm at the point. Let's just quickly do quick once over. I think it's done. Apart from the base rim. Oh, sorry, itchy shoulder. There we go. Never thought about shading gold violet. No. Ugh. Agrax and Nuln have their places, but people tend to use them way too much and in situations where it really shouldn't be used. Like, I love Druchii Violet as just an overall shade, because the main reason is we're used to light being yellow, and if your light's yellow, then your shadows are actually purple, not black. They look black, but they're more of a purple rather than true black. And I find using Nuln Oil and Agrax Earthshade tends to desaturate the colours too much, which gives you very, you know, dull, muddy looking minis, which sometimes is what you want, you know, for the grim, you know, dirty, grimy kind of thing. But a lot of the time with, you know, other colours, you don't want that sort of gritty, desaturated look. So I use Purple Wash for the majority of my shade work. Like all this, the red and the Screamer pink, that's all been shaded with purple. The skin itself is just Purple Wash over the base grey sear. The stockings are more layers of Purple Wash. And yeah, I love doing Druchii Violet over gold because it gives you this really nice, rich gold that hasn't been desaturated and all dirtied down and gross. Stinky bastardomans. Yes. Yeah, in the grim darkness of the far future, there is vivid colour because it looks nice. Exactly. Exactly. Been too long since I read 40k pick. If I had money, I'd commission you. That's a mood. Been reading through the Nexus Story Collection. Oh, nice. And thank you, Lost. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. Fine is fine. Things are fine. Excellent, excellent. The puns will continue till morale improves. I have actually used a wet palette DM stretch. Sorry, just scrolling up, making sure I haven't missed anything. Take 1d4 psychic damage. Ah! Okay, I think I'm caught up. Yes, evening Lewin. Yes, I have used a wet palette. I do actually own a couple of wet palettes. I'm just too fucking lazy. Using a wet palette annoys me because the method of painting that I prefer and that I've developed for myself is more with glazes rather than blends. And glazes I can just do straight out of the pot. I don't have to worry about mixing paints or, you know, getting blends or whatever with a wet palette. Like, wet palettes are great, don't get me wrong. Wet palettes are absolutely an essential tool for many painters. But I've just found I don't need them. You know, like all this shading, or you know, the gradient and everything with the transition in the arms, that's just me glazing. It's all about brush control for me and how much water versus how much paint I've got in my brush. And yeah, it's I've been painting minis for like over a decade now, so I'm very, very familiar with how my paints behave and how my brushes behave and how you know, I can push and pull paint around to get smooth gradients just with glazes rather than blends. I find blending's just too much effort. I can get pretty much the same effect by just putting down a solid coat of base paint and then glazing my whatever other colours I need over the top of that. But everybody's got their own styles and personal preferences when it comes to painting. Yeah, I only use a wet palette for wet blending. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, internet cut out the second you responded. Oh no! What was I responding to? Sorry, Snow, it's been a bit. Glazing, weirdling, not blazing. Not 420 blaze it. Alright. Now...
Follow my lead.
Ooh! Thank you very much for the follow, DM Stretch. Welcome to the Bits Box. I hope you're enjoying your stay. Okay, let's see if this will work. There we go. Alright. I wouldn't want to do this for too long, because the weight of this will probably come off the blue tack, like that. But it'll have to do while I'm doing the rim job. Internet actually acting out, might have to... Oh no! when our NBN decides to work. Fingers crossed. Well, as long as you're following my Facebook or my Instagram, that's where I post the finished pictures of all my minis. So if you've got an eye on that, you'll be able to see the finished photos once I get around to actually, you know, posting them. Loving this music? Excellent. Excellent. Oh, and so we've got a stretch redeem. But yeah, no, this is... I'm using Pretzel for my background music because of the whole, you know, non-copyright stuff. And right now we're on the... I think it's the Epic. Yes, we're on the Epic station. I love how Pretzel organizes their music. And also the fact that they've got an option to turn off songs with lyrics. So I've got that turned off because I don't want lyrics in my background music, otherwise I get distracted. Already on Instagram? There you go then. Excellent. That's right. I do remember seeing you follow me on Insta. Stretch redeemed to stretch. Oh, we got another stretch. Okay. Well, maybe I should do my actual forearm stretches. Oh, you're going all wonky. Maybe I should... No, that's my regular basis. Alright, I'll figure that out in a minute, but first, let's do my actual proper forearm stretches. Night, I Snow! Night, I Snow's partner! Hopefully I'll see you both again when the NBN sorts its shit out. Oh, you're doing the rim job. Oh, don't worry, Lost. The phrasing is very deliberate. There's a reason this channel is marked mature. Ugh. I really need to remember to do these stretches more often because I have been getting old and my forearms don't like me painting for too long at a time, which is very annoying, but okay. I was looking for something. Here we go. This one will probably work better. Okay, okay, that fits in there. Let's get some more blue tack. Let's actually just go block. This is the only thing that annoys me about the G-Dub painting handles, is that they make it very difficult to actually do the rims. But, you know, with a bit of ingenuity, you can work around it. Oh, where do I go from here? Straight to the band bucket. No, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Nice, nice. Alright. Looking good so far, man. Are those all the base colours, or are you still sort of figuring out what colours you want to put in places? Because you definitely need to pick out the details on the throne, like the chains and the hands and everything, but I'm assuming you haven't gotten to that point yet. So... yeah, like... tell me more about this mini. You know, like... sorry, brain. Brain is... also, the lag is really annoying. Fucking lag. I have to ask the question and then like wait 2 minutes. And by the time that happens, I've forgotten what I've asked. Ugh. But no, it's looking good so far, man. It is looking good so far. I'm just not sure what stage you're up to, so I don't know what advice to give at the moment. Alright. No, the colours work together. The colours do work together. You might need an accent colour though, because right now everything's very cool, so you might need some kind of accent colour. I'm just not sure where you'd put it. Are you planning on keeping the wrist wrap white? Alright, and are you planning on keeping the hair white? Because I'm actually kind of tempted to... I love the contrast paints. I fucking love the contrast paints. They are amazing. I have so much fun with contrast paints. Anyway, what was I saying? Weirdly. I'd be kind of tempted to make the wrist wraps some kind of warm, bonish cream color. Just to help them... Wrist wraps should be brownish? Okay. Oh, accent color, not accent paint, accent color. So like, with this mini, the accent color is actually the blue. Because everything else is, you know, reds and purples. And then you've got the blue. The blue and the gold. One or the other. But either way, accent colors are like those very, very small areas of color that stand out against everything else. So, yeah. For this one it'd be the blue. The gold doesn't really stand out as much because I've washed the gold with the purple, which makes it match everything else, but the blue pops out. So yeah, I'd say go with a pale cream. So like Ushabti Bone, Seraphim Sepia Wash, Screaming Skull highlight for the wrist wrap, and that'll also help sort of direct attention to the face. And what color are you planning on having the hair? Is the hair going to be white? But yeah, no, I love the contrast paints. If you poke through my Instagram, you'll see some of my own personal Death Guard. And those iridescent Death Guard have all been painted with just contrast paints over a metallic base. I find the contrast paints actually do work very well for what they're marketed for, as long as you know how to use them. They're not as simple to use, I think, as they really It also depends what minis you're using them on. Like, they take a bit more work to get right on, say, Space Marines. But on minis like Poxwalkers or, you know, more organic minis with a lot of detail, contrast paints are fucking amazing. Yeah, contrast. Depends how you use the contrast. So hang on, let me get out Sponky Chonk Tonk. Because I think Sponky is a good example of what you can do with contrast paints over large flat areas. So this is Sponky Chonk Tonk. And this is all contrast paints over a metallic base, metallic undercoat. And as you can see, that absolutely works over large flat areas, but it does take a lot of time and effort. I was working on this tank for all my streams in September. So yeah, I think you get out of contrast paints the amount of effort you put into them. If you're just going quick and simple and dirty, they do the job, but depending what mini you're using on, they are still going to look quick and simple and dirty. And for some people that's fine, you know, as even a mini that looks quick and simple and dirty is better than a mini that hasn't been painted at all. So for that, you know, that's absolutely fine. I'd much rather have a bunch of quickly done minis than a bunch of grey plastic on the table. But yeah, with some more time and effort, you can get some really, really cool effects out of contrast paints. Sorry, my brain just went again. The Malifaux minis, again, if you check my Instagram. Oh wait, no, I haven't posted the Malifaux minis on Instagram. I think they're only on my Facebook. Oh, I've been slacking. But anyway, no, if you check my Facebook, I recently finished a commission of a bunch of Malifaux minis, the Rasputina set, and they're all painted pretty much with contrast, especially the leather parts, the leather areas. Follow my Instagram a few minutes ago. Awesome, awesome. Gonna give it red eyes. Sounds like a good plan. I love red eyes and blue skin. It works really well. Which is probably one of the reasons why I like the Chiss species in Star Wars so much. But yeah, so if you go to my Facebook and check out the Rasputina photo set and have a look at the leather on those minis, that was all just the same color of contrast paint. But I tend to use contrast paint very thinly to start with, and then I'll build up multiple layers of contrast paint so I can get differences in shading and tone just with a single color. Yeah, I probably should actually get out a bigger brush than this one. Again, I'm a really lazy painter. I don't always remember to do things like change brushes. But considering how large this base rim is, that's probably a good idea. It's also one of the reasons why I like using like size 3 Winsor & Newton brushes, cause they big. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh, my black paint still is being a bit naff, but oh well, it's still getting there. God damn, doing the fucking rim is gonna take longer than doing the rest of the fucking mini. The crackle effect on the base, oh thank you! The secret to getting big cracks like this, paint your base first, let it dry, and then in areas where you want big crackles, put down PVA glue. Spread it out a bit, you know, so you get a bit more of a gradient rather than just blob. Yeah, and then let the PVA glue dry, fully dry, and then put the crackle paint on. And wherever you put the PVA glue, your crackle paint will crackle like this big. So you can see that's where I put the PVA glue thickest, and then sort of spread it a bit thinner here, although I probably went a little bit too thin. So sort of a more medium crackles around there, and then around here and around the back, which you can't see anymore because it's covered by the cloak. I didn't have any PVA glue at all, so the crackles remained, you know, the standard, really, really small. And if you want your crackles to be like, for example in this one, circular, once I put down the texture paint while it was still wet, I sort of used the edge of my texture paint spreader to sort of draw in circular lines, and that sort of helps direct how it cracks as it dries. I really want to play around with those more at some point. I just haven't had much of a opportunity to do so yet. But yeah, I love this fucking crackle paint bullshit. It's fantastic. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yes, the white hair. I think the white hair works really well, weirdly, for your lady on the throne. It really helps frame that blue face, and then the red eyes will definitely draw attention to the face. The main thing I'd say though is maybe add a little bit of shading to the white hair. A very, very pale bluey grey, I think, for just, you know, picking out the details of the hair and making it look not so flat. But you definitely don't want, you know, super dark shadows on that hair. Why the fuck is this being so bitchy tonight? Oh, and then also with crackle paint, once it's dried, you can then use more PVA glue over the top of the crackle paint to seal it down so it won't rub off. I did this base a bit ago and glued the mini on it, and I've been handling this while I've been painting the rest of the mini, and none of this has come off yet because I put down that extra layer of PVA glue over the top. Because otherwise, yeah, crackle paint, especially stuff this big, if you know, handle it a lot or touch it a lot or even just knock it the wrong way, it's just going to come straight off. I am starting to lose my voice already, and I haven't even been streaming for an hour and a half yet. What the fuck? Speaking of which, I should probably start up Stream Raiders. Shall we commence some violence, dear friends? Shall we get into a fight? Let's get into a question mark fight. What could possibly go wrong? How difficult is this fight going to be? Let's give this a shake while it's... Oh, there we go. Ooh, ooh. That looks like undead. Where's my paladin? My Templar. I'm gonna beat up that house. Gonna just kick the shit out of that house. So, no worries, Lost. You have a most excellent sleep. Fingers crossed that you survive family matters. And I will hopefully see you later. Thank you very much for dropping by. Oh, good basic puddles and infantry bases reacts interesting. Ooh! How does it react, how does it react with super glue when you say interestingly? Because that could mean many things. I need details. But yeah, PVA glue is great. Because yeah, there's no point doing a nice fancy crackle base like this and then having the crackling break off because you didn't seal it down. And I was gonna say something and then I forgot what it was. Fuck. Oh well. Oh yeah, the only thing I'd worry about well, not even worry, but the only thing I'd be cautious of when using PVA glue to seal the crackling down is that it might give you a sort of semi-gloss kind of finish to your texture paint. In this case, you know, it doesn't matter because it all looks otherworldly anyway, so the fact that the black texture paint's a little bit shiny really doesn't matter. But if you're trying to do, you know, like a dry, arid, desert base kind of thing, then somewhat shiny texture paint could be an issue. But if that is the case, then you can just use some like Lamian medium, paint this over anything that you don't want glossy, and that'll matte it right down again. Also works if your wash ends up too shiny. Like sometimes if you don't shake your wash enough, when it dries on your mini, it'll be like really shiny. So yeah, again, if that happens, just paint some straight up Lamian medium over it and it'll get rid of the shine. Super handy. Hello, Flynn! Have I ever used any Vallejo paints? Briefly. But because they're in dropper bottles, I can't paint straight out of the pot with them, which I find very annoying. And I also had a bad experience with a Vallejo gold pot exploding because the nozzle got clogged. And I'm trying to unclog the nozzle and the entire fucking top came off. Gold paint fucking everywhere, including onto my favourite sports jacket. So, I don't like dropper bottles. But yeah, the majority of my painting I've done with Citadel paints, and I'm comfortable with them. I know how they work. I know what to expect from them. Oh my god. I've actually got a whole bunch of Vallejo paints. I just never use them because I don't use a palette. And if I don't use a palette, then I've got no opportunity really to use dropper bottle paints. And it's just too much effort. Too much fucking effort. And like all the colors I need, I can get from Citadel paints, or I can get by mixing Citadel paints or glazing Citadel paints or whatever. I haven't really found any colors. I haven't found that I've needed any colors that I had to go to a different range for. But again, you know, everybody's got their preferences. I've also got a couple of Scale 75 paints that I keep meaning to try out, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Oh, early testing of PVA with super glue. Let's have a look. Ooh. Need to do human things. Spotty, you're just making me convinced that you are cats in a trench coat when you say things like that. The breakup of inventory sizes. Sorry, my scroll box. I know I keep a sewing pen handy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just I use a J-Dub palette pad. Going to be doing some more testing this week on the idea. Alright, let's quickly chop those up. So, what parts did you use the PVA and super glue on? Vulcan? Just so I'm understanding what I'm looking at properly. They look really good, by the way. They look nice. Very nice. Venice, Venice. Very cool, man. But I'm assuming, like, is it the blue there where you're using PVA glue with super glue? And also, yes, good morning, Flynn. How are you going? How goes the endeavor to go running early and become stinky? The blue sections of the base? Ah, nice. So is this sort of like the white in the blue where the super glue is, or like what's your method? What's your secrets? Tell me your secrets. There we go. We are getting there. Holy shit. Oh, no, need a little bit more. Oh, this brush is shit. Oh well. Yes, yes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, that's really cool, man. That is very interesting. I will have to play around with that at some point if I ever get the opportunity to do something like that. Sorry, brain just keeps going, blah. Trying to figure out what's being left white and what's just light catching on raised areas because the rim isn't quite smooth because I made a mess with the texture paint. Oh well. Looking good enough. I'll take it. Alright. Whoop. 130 guards in the base. Oh god damn, that's a lot of guardsmen. Oh. Not fun dreams, Flynn. That does not sound like fun dreams at all. Sounds too much like current work. But yeah, if it doesn't work, easy to cover. Yeah, absolutely. But no, looking good, man. Looking very cool. I will definitely have to try out super glue and PVA glue at some point. Just using some of these previous patches of brush soap left in my paper towel to clean this brush, and that way I don't have to open my brush soap again. Again, I'm being lazy. I'm also running out of brush soap, so I'm being stingy more than lazy. Okay, time to have a very close look over. That's right, there was one thing I needed to fix in the hair. because a little bit of the paint wore off there. I need to fix that. Go forth and be stinky, Flynn! Become a stink beast. And yeah, I'll probably be finishing stream early-ish tonight. I'm not sure when, but earlier than usual, because like I said before, going to the beach tomorrow, which involves getting up early. Because it takes at least an hour to drive to the beach, and I prefer to be there earlier in the morning because sun cancer. So right now I'm looking at waking up around 5:30, 6 a.m, which is not going to be fun for me because I normally go to bed around 3 to 4 a.m. So I'm definitely gonna have to get to bed a little bit earlier tonight, just a little bit. And then I'll just probably end up fucking lying awake in bed until asshole o'clock anyway, because my body is stupid like that. Wear sunscreen. Yes, ooh. I also got a new pair of togs today. Swimmers, whatever you want to call them. Down here in Australia we call them togs. And it's, you know, a regular one-piece suit, except it's got the long sleeves. So it's basically a rashie, but it's a one-piece rashie. So yeah, I'm very excited to try that because it means I'm not going to have to sunscreen my arms or my shoulders or my back because they're going to be covered in my new swimsuit. So, but I will still be putting sunscreen on my face and my hands and my legs because I don't want sun cancer. I've already had one chunk of my body cut out of me because potential sun cancer. I do not need to go through that again. That's what I was doing. Fucking need to re-highlight that area that I just patched up. And hope I've got the right fucking pink. Yeah, close enough. There we go. Hello, Anna! How are you doing? How goes things? I am just doing the last check of this mini and looking for things that might need fixing or touching up, but otherwise it's pretty much done, I think. If you guys see anything that you think needs pointing out or fixing or adjusting or whatever, please let me know, because I've been staring at this mini far too long and it's always helpful to get, you know, outside opinions. Let's just make sure it's on the camera. But yeah, there we go. Also, looking at it through the monitor instead of this way also helps me pick out things that I don't see when I'm looking directly at it. Like those fucking red marks on the black there. How did that happen? Let's fix that. But yeah, how are you going on? How's your weekend been? Did you have good holidays? Sorry, I've got some of the Screamer pink on there somehow, and I'm not sure how, but it doesn't matter. It's there, and it needs fixing. There we go. Oh, I did not even see a question about the purple pants. I'm sorry, Weirdling. Chat was apparently moving quickly. But no, well, what questions did you have about the purple pants? Sorry, I completely missed that. My apologies. Let me go look at the mini again so I can remember. Purple pants, purple cloak. Nice, nice, nice. Just catching up with some stuff. Oh yes, go for it, Orna. Share your arts. Do the purple pants work? I don't know if I like it. The colour seems to mesh in. Let me have a look at it again. Give me a sec. I think the purple works at the moment. But it also depends on what other colours you're going to be using for like the skirt belt stuff. I think at this point I think the best thing you can do is get in all your base colours, because it's really hard to tell if colours are going to work when you don't have them all in place. It's like trying to look at a half-finished jigsaw puzzle and going, is this finished, when it's obviously not finished. If that makes sense. So get all your base colours in first, and then you'll be able to adjust from there if you need to. Oh, hang on, let me just scroll up again. My chat box is very, very small. Did you know that in mod view, click on the name, it will bring up all the previous chat? I did not actually know that. Thank you. I will have to keep an eye on that. But no, right now I've just got my OBS up, so I'm just using the chat box in my OBS so I can also keep an eye on, you know, what you guys can see and make sure I'm not painting over here or something. Okay, whoop, we got links. We got links, let's have a look at... Ooh! Nice. Ah, stop fucking up, you piece of shit! Stop moving! Ah! There we go. There we go. Hello, Dingo! Farmer Dingo! How are you going, man? Alright, so let's have a quick look at Honors Picatures. Very nice, very fancy. I love the fancy staff. Very, very pretty. Super sparkly. I want a staff like that. That'd be awesome. And then 3-point landing, superhero landing. That's so rough on the knees. But yeah, no, looking very cool. Hello, Plotty. About time you showed up, man. 2 hours building a Thomas track set for my kid. Oof. Oof. Well, hopefully it went together well. And it's all done. Just got out of bed, had a mince pie for breakfast. That counts. I just want to play with plastic soldiers now. Have them run over by the train, right? But yeah, no, looking very cool, Honor. Very, very cool. Okay. But yeah, I think this fucker's finished. I think this fucker's finally fucking done. Why is there so much random fluff? Oh my god. Sorry, there's crap. There we go. Just dusting it off. But yeah, pending approval from my client, I think we can stick a fork in this one. Hot damn. Achievement unlocked. Kill a train with a plasma cannon, also fair. Yeah, superhero landing is only a superhero when smashed the kneecap. Exactly. Oh, hello, Waffle! Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. That is super appreciated, man. 4 months. Nice. Play a game of Warcry with Mum later. Oh, nice. Secure rules for Dark Elf Guardmaster. Hello, AMS. We have just finished this commission, I think. I'm just sort of doing the final once over to make sure I haven't missed any areas, or, you know, make sure there's nothing that needs tidying up too much or anything, but I think it's done. I think it's done. Stick a fork in me. I think we're finally finished with it. The only thing that I might do with this is add gloss to the gems, but I'm not going to do that until after I've varnished it. Because the varnish will mean I'm going to have to gloss the gems again anyway.
So this is where the Emperor's will
Oh,
brings.
hello? Hello, Aaron. We have a raid from Aaron J. Bang. If you guys are not yet following Aaron, go follow him. He is fantastic value, excellent painter, wonderful person in general. So yeah, give AGB some love. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna give the fucking ads some time to play because fuck Twitch ads, they're so annoying. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna make sure that I haven't missed anything that needs doing and make sure I don't have too much dust or crap. But yeah, I think it's done. I'm not seeing anything popping out to me that needs immediate touching up. I'm so happy. Hopefully client will also be happy, fingers crossed. But yeah, let me know. What, trying out some new brushes? Awesome. Clear? Awesome. Over the ads before my peeps show up. Oh, excellent. Excellent. But yes, hello Aaron, how was your stream? What have you been working on, man? I have just finished this one, I think. I'm just doing the final check over to make sure I haven't missed anything obvious. But I think we're at the point where we can stick a fork in it and call it fucking done. Oh, thank you! Thank you, Waffle. Thank you, Aaron. Told her the lightbox arrived today. Oh, sweet. Yeah, lightboxes. Fantastic. I still have to edit my photos, my lightbox photos in Photoshop because I don't know how to photograph things properly. But the lightbox definitely makes things, excuse me, a lot easier. Soldering on with 35 Grey Knights. Ooh, blue and gold. Nice, nice. Do you have any pictures? Need to see pictures of your Grey Knights, man. And yeah, I'm really happy with how the crackle paint turned out. For anybody curious who wasn't here when I was talking about it earlier, the trick to getting crackle paint to crackle that big is once you've painted your underlying colours and let that dry, put down PVA glue in the areas where you want big crackles, and then let the PVA glue dry and then put your crackle paint on. Wherever you've got PVA glue, that'll be where your crackle paint cracks biggest. And then if you want your cracks to be in certain patterns or whatever, once you put down the texture paint but while it's still wet, you can sort of draw lines into your texture paint and that'll sort of help guide how it cracks. Oh, gonna be used for tier 2 advertising, not gonna share pics until then. That's fair. That is entirely fair. Yeah, makeup brushes are great for painting. Made my mates laugh, told them, yeah. Multi-tier rack. Well, my paint racks are also nail polish racks. I have, courtesy of dear Aaron here, I actually have a nail polish shaker that I use to shake paints. Normally it's plugged in, but my cord isn't set up to reach over here when it's plugged in, so it lives over there. Used to make crackle medium years ago, doing commissions with PVA glue. Oh, nice, nice. So yeah, this is a nail polish shaker that I use to shake paints that Aaron most kindly gifted to me. Stream's #1 fanboy contributor. You are, Aaron. You are so far the main contributor. Although I added the googly eyes. Googly eyes make everything better. Look at this cute little fucker. Yay, batteries! Although the batteries don't make it shake as well as it actually being plugged in does. So yeah. And when you think about it, makeup is literally just another aspect of painting. So anybody who's familiar with putting on makeup should also be able to paint minis. Or paint in general, really. Christmas got a box of Tim Tams. Ooh, how do I do my Tim Tam slams? sometimes I'll get dark chocolate Tim Tams, and I will get a can of whipped cream, and I will put whipped cream on my dark chocolate Tim Tams, and then I'll eat them like that. It's great. But if we're talking the actual Tim Tam slams, where you use them as a straw, hot Milo. I will make hot Milo, and I'll bite the ends of my Tim Tams, and then I'll just that hot Milo through the Tim Tam, and it is amazing. First time I've ever encountered these things? Well, you've... the Tim Tams? Yeah, it's just a different canvas. Absolutely. 100%. It's also why I really like referring to painting minis as putting makeup on my little plastic man dollies. If you have Ovaltine or Quick, Milo is just another different version of those. It's hot chocolate. So if you've got hot chocolate, that's pretty much the same thing. Milo just happens to be like kind of malted hot chocolate. Yeah. Hot chocolate, Milo is malt, absolutely. So yeah, hot chocolate, Tim Tam. It's fantastic. Oh, it's so good. If it wasn't like almost 30 degrees here right now, I'd be tempted to go get myself a hot Milo, but I also don't have Tim Tams right now. Disappointing. Little plastic man dollies. Because if you call them little plastic man dollies and then, you know, a fellow hobbyist gets all offended and uptight about it, that's a really good way to tell who you don't want to hang around. Because if they take this hobby too seriously like that, then they're probably not going to be a lot of fun to actually be around. So that's how my friend group generally tends to litmus test new people. We call our 40k minis little plastic man dollies. Oh, just gonna put some makeup on my little plastic man dollies and then see how they react. And if they're cool with it, then they're generally going to be cool people. And if they're not cool with it, well, that's a good warning sign. Oh, mint chocolate Tim Tam, yeah. Yeah, Tim Tams with coffee. I mean, I don't drink coffee personally. One, I really hate the taste, and two, caffeine and I do not mix. Caffeine and I we just don't get along. It's a bad place if I end up with caffeine in me. Anyway, now that fucker is finished, I feel like working on some Stinky Bastard Mans. The question is, you know, I'm going to use contrast paints. Fuck it. I am going to try out, sorry, I'm just reorganizing some of these because I got knocked around a little bit. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! That's why my rows are mixed up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's try you. You look sufficiently gross. But yeah, this will also be a good opportunity for you guys to see, especially for the new people here, to see how I use contrast paints. I'm thinking this is the way. How do you get old makeup off the brushes? I wouldn't actually know, Aaron, because I've never had old makeup on makeup brushes, because I have had makeup on my face like twice in my life. Once was for my year 7 musical, and once was for my year 12 formal. And those are about the only times I've ever had makeup on my face. And somebody else put the makeup on me. I would not know how to make makeup. I don't own makeup. I don't. But I'm guessing warm soapy water would do the trick. Worst comes to worst, brush soap. I'm pretty sure brush soap works just as well on makeup as it does on paint. That's me, Aaron. I am absolutely no help whatsoever. But alright, okay. So, previous Stinky Bastard Mans have been... Because I'm doing a big Death Guard Army commission at the moment as well. So previous Stinky Bastard Mans for this have been a sort of blue purple, because it's snow and it's cold. It's a bit nipply. But I also wanted to try some greeny blue stinky bastards. So instead of starting with a purple wash for this one, I'm going to start with a more blue-green wash for the underlying shading, and then I'm going to use some blue and green contrast paints. But yeah, I'm pretty sure just, you know, warm soapy water will get the worst of the makeup off old makeup brushes, and then you can use brush soap on them. Because I use brush soap on these things that I use for dry brushing, and brush soap works just fine to get the paint out of these, so I'm going to assume that it works the same for makeup. Oh, oh, oh. I haven't actually gotten any Winsor & Newton Brush Restorer yet, because I just use this stuff, and so far this is all I've needed. Like, because you can leave this stuff in the brushes as well, and it acts as a conditioner, and then you just flick it out of the brushes later once it's dry. And it works amazingly. Anyway, I heard the battle thinks so too. Need to bust out a new pack of brush soap soon. Oof, yeah. Yeah, I need to buy a new one of these, but I just haven't gotten around to it lately because it requires effort. And I'm lazy. I am so lazy. But this single tub of brush soap has lasted me probably 8 to 9 years. Getting close to 10 years, I think. Maybe. I honestly don't remember when I got this, but it's lasted a long time. Anyway, yes, no, I heard the battle alert, so let's get our fight on. Oh, we've got a nice number. 29 people. That house is gonna get so wrecked. Just fucking demolished. Oh. Oh yeah, that house didn't even last a full second. Fucking wrecked. Oh no, that poor Archer down in the bottom left. Rest in pieces, little Archer, you almost made it. There we go, great success. Epic success. Most kills, plain boring dude. Love that name. Most assists, weirdling. How the fuck did I top the list? Nice, nice. Alright, weirdling, Flynn and Spotty. Oh hey Spotty! You ended up with healer scrolls anyway. I just hit the button and went, oh shit, I was gonna give Spot. Nope, never mind. Spotty got the healer scrolls. We are up to the boss fight. Boss fight. Oh yeah, boss fight. So, I think it is time for Warbear. It is always time for Warbear. Warbeast. Place your units, dear friends. Yay, Spotty! Indeed. Welcome back, Spotty. Alright. Links there in chat. Link to Stream Raiders is also down below. So feel free to join in on the fight. It's a boss fight, so we should get some nice prizes from it, fingers crossed. Yeah. So how was your Christmas, Aaron? Did you get any awesome loot for Christmas? I got a big block of Toblerone and some cash. And a new boomerang pillow. Although I asked Mum for the boomerang pillow, so I don't know if that counts. Alright. Okay, so let me just put some of these paints away so I can put my tray up where you guys can actually see it. Yeah, paint rack. Yes, my paint rack is just a big, well, a few big nail polish racks, so yay nail polish. It's just a fancy mini paint, really. Ah! Fucker! Piece of shit fuck! Goddamn bastard fucking cunt nugget! Anyway. Pardon my French. Alright, let's get this up here so it's a little more visible. Yeah, so the way I use washes is very similar to the way I use contrast paints. I do not use a lot at once. I like to keep my paints very thin when I am glazing and such, like I am now. Because if my paint's too thin, that's fine. I just let it dry and then put another layer on. But if my paint is too dark, that's a lot harder to fix. If my paint's too thick, there's not much I can do about it, so better to be too thin than too thick. And I like doing these underlying wash layers first when I'm working on models that are being primed white, because it makes it a lot easier for me to actually see the details. Because I've got some very bright lights here, so glare can be an issue when it comes to painting white minis. And so starting with a nice thin wash helps me see those details a little bit more easily. Yeah, you can always build up, you can't really take away. Ooh, go camping with the family. Hang on, let me just... Sorry, my scroll box is being... This is good. Ask for got new Badger air compressor. Oh, nice. Nice. Tent. Sweet. Camping. Excellent. Parent threw a bunch of cash at me. Oh, sweet. Yeah, always build up, can't really take away. Hammered out another 10 Necron Warriors tonight. Oh, nice! 38 miniatures painted now. Sweet. That sounds like some excellent progress. Excellent, excellent progress. But yeah, I love the Poxwalkers because there's just so much lovely little detail for both washes and contrast paints to settle in around. So yeah, gonna go with a green undertone for these ones and see how that looks. See if Lewin approves. And if so, then I'll get to do a whole set of these guys. Ugh. Need to make sure I'm holding my arms correctly so they don't end up getting too sore. Because I'm getting old and decrepit and bits don't work as well as they should. Very annoying. One barbarian in the street. Go forth, Flynn. Become stinky. Let me know when you're back. Yeah. Have fun, Flynn. See you later. As soon as we both get our anti-Rona juice. Going to get a good 40k going. Oh, nice. Nice. Good luck on getting the anti-Rona juice ASAP. Make sure you get both your shots. One shot's not going to be enough. You need to get both of them. So make sure you do that. But yeah. It'll be good to get back into the gaming side of things. Hey, won't it? Anyway, where was I? Some epic musical painting. Hello, Ruid! Get it soon. High risk of sugar well, hey, at least silver lining to the diabetes? 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 Diabelatos? Silver lining. Fingers crossed. But yes, hello, Ruid! We are currently listening to the Epic music channel on Pretzel. I was trying to call it Pinterest and I was like, no, this is most definitely not fucking Pinterest. Oh my god, I hate Pinterest so much. Nobody fucking sources their art on Pinterest. Pinterest is just a collection of fucking art thief bullshit and uncredited work, and oh, Pinterest drives me up the wall. I hate it so much. Anyway. silver lining here. But no, you guys will have to keep me updated on proceedings and how the jabbings and the stabbings and then the battles go. Because yeah, down here in fucking Australia, I don't think we'll be getting roll out of the vaccines till like February, March, maybe? Could be earlier, but they're being very, very careful about all the testing and everything beforehand because we're in a position where we can afford to do that. So yeah, I'm not in any particular rush to get that vaccine because, you know, I'm not a high risk group in any kind of way. But once it's, you know, commonly available, 100%, gonna go get my vaccine on. Because, yeah, vaccines fucking work. Vaccines are why people these days don't have to worry about fucking polio. Or smallpox. Which I have both been vaccinated against. I am old enough that I still had to be vaccinated against smallpox. And my mum is old enough that she got polio a couple of years before the polio vaccine was developed. So anti-vaxxers make us both very, very cranky. Like, super cranky. Because fuck you, you bastards. Anyway. Ready for it all? Yeah. Well, fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly and that there aren't any, you know, horrible side effects and that you don't have any previously unknown allergies. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Dinner says hello. Yeah. Because, yeah, I heard that a couple of, nurses who got it had allergic reactions to it, which is, you know, not great, but at least we know now that that's a thing that we have to be careful of. Oh, yeah. Ugh, I'm too busy talking, not paying enough attention to what I'm actually doing. Bloodrack Medusa, really cool, gorgeous, costs like £45. Wonder if any other company have a model that's just a big Medusa with a spear. Who knows? Oh, gonna have to skip the Pfeiffer's one, allergic, gonna have to get the Moderna one. Damn. Well, at least they've got an alternative. Already found a 276 Medusa with a bow. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. But is it the right size, Ploddy? Are you sure it's the right scale? Gotta be careful about that sometimes. What was I saying? But yeah, no, I've been vaccinated against polio, I think. I've definitely been vaccinated against smallpox because I have the smallpox vaccination scar on my arm. Because that was not a needle, that was, you know, chunk of skin sort of thing, but better than actually getting smallpox. Oh, this guy's got mechanical arm. Cool. Oh, I'm gonna have fun doing like rust and shit on that. Almost certainly too small, yeah. Time for mild coma, no worries. You have a most excellent night, Rocker. Thank you very much for dropping by and saying hello. Very much appreciated. And I hope you have a most excellent new year if I don't see you before then. I'm gonna go to the beach tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm very keen for going to the beach. Gonna go swimming. Probably gonna get at least mildly sunburned, even though I, you know, slather a whole bunch of sunscreen on. But, oh well, fingers crossed. Hopefully I don't get too sunburned. You have so many tentacles, dear boy. So many fucking tentacles. And I really could be doing this quicker, but I'm having fun just poking around, honestly. This is very relaxing compared to working on the Keeper of Secrets. Excuse me. Oh, tailbone! Ow! Oh! So yeah, do people have anything interesting planned for New Year's Eve? Because given that I was streaming on Christmas Day, I will probably also be streaming on New Year's Eve. So if anybody doesn't have anything else to do, you can come hang out with me while I count down till midnight. And then you'll get to say Happy New Year early. Because time zones. Sorry, I just lost track of that sentence. Oh, tier 4 lockdown. Oh well, better lockdown than, you know, catching the Rona and dying. So, but yeah. Oh well, there you go. You've got a good reason to come hang out with me on New Year's Eve, or at least New Year's Eve for me, for my time zone. Probably be a bit early for you guys, but hey, you can practice counting down to midnight with me. Or something like that. That's assuming that I don't end up with another fucking headache, of course, because every now and then I get these bastard headaches and it's just like, well, no, I can't stream like this because bright lights hurt. So fingers crossed I don't end up with another fucking headache. Fingers fucking crossed. But yeah, oh well. We shall see. We shall see how things go. Am I even on camera? A little bit to the right. There we go. And yeah, for everybody new here as well, I do have a chat command. It is !LOS for line of sight. And if you put that into the chat when I'm like drifting out of sight or I've, you know, forgotten to turn off stream raiders or whatever, it'll give me a little audio alert to let me know that you guys can't actually see what I'm doing. Which is also very handy when, you know, I've hyper focused and forgotten to check chat for a while. I really need to add that to my overlay at some point. I keep meaning to redesign my overlay, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Soon.
Follow my lead.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Marai? Oh, no, Mara Lee. There we go. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Bits Box. Yeah, I'm currently just laying down the base underlying green shade on this boy because I have just finished this Keeper of Secrets commission. So, yeah, been working on this one for a while, so it's very, very good to finally have it done. Yes, welcome, welcome. Oh, can I turn it around the other way? There we go. And there's the shield as well. But yeah, this is a very fun mini to work on. Very, very fun. But it's nice to get back to something a little smaller and simpler. So yeah, if you've got questions about what I'm doing or how I'm doing something or why or whatever, feel free to ask. I'm always more than happy to answer questions. Oh, Weirdling is chucking pictures at us just as I filled my brush full of wash. Good timing, Weirdling. I will get to those in a minute. But yeah, I like putting down a nice thin underlying layer of wash when I'm using white primers because it for one, it helps me pick out the detail a bit better. And two, it sort of helps set the tone of the mini's colours. So this guy, I'm going for a more blue-green undertone, whereas some of my other ones that I've done for this group, I started with a purple wash instead, so they had a more purple blue undertone. Well, purple undertone with blue over the top. So this one's going for a green undertone and then blue over the top. We'll see how that turns out and how well it goes with the other ones. Oh, shoulders. Base colours and lady done. Throne, I'm still pondering. Went brown over white because that was what my gut said. Oh. When it comes to colours, honestly, sometimes you're just better off trusting your gut, because gut knows what gut wants. Brain doesn't always know what brain wants, but gut knows what gut wants. Hang on, sorry, my chat box is acting up again. There we go. Nice. Okay, yeah. Where's the other one? Sorry. Getting my shit sorted. Whoop. Okay, so there we go. We've got brown boots, brown glove, brown belt. Are we sticking with grey for the skirt and the... Oh, we just haven't decided what we're doing with the metal bits. Or are they meant to be metal? A little bit difficult for me to really see properly. They look like they're meant to be metal. But no, it's looking good, man. I think the brown definitely helps. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then if you do a purple, honestly not sure on the skirt. Ah, okay. Seems like it's a dress made from knives. Honestly, yeah, I'd just stick with the silver metallics then, because that seems to work. You know, get some blue wash over the silver, and that'll help tie it in with the purple and the blue skin if you use a blue wash. And then use a purple wash over the leather, the brown, and again that'll help sort of tie it in with the purple stuff, while still being, you know, brown. How about looking the ice cream for Snow White and Huntsman for inspiration? Yeah? Sounds like a good idea. Respect to whoever designed this mini. What is this mini? Hell yeah! Oh, she's swole. Nice. Nice. See, there is somebody who looks like they could just fucking deck ya. I approve. I like it. Oh, no, that was the throne. There we go. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what colour to do the throne either. I wouldn't go white though. A white throne will blend in too much with the hair. If anything, I'd probably go really dark with the throne. And then make sure you highlight the purples and the browns well enough so that they don't blend in too much with the darker throne. Bloody password forgotten again. Hello, Blues! What's the model with the bird feet? What? Fucking finally. You need to set your browser to save your password, Blues. I don't know if I'd go dark blue. I'd honestly go a more neutral dark grey with the throne, I think. Maybe a neutral grey, sort of leaning slightly towards a cool grey, but I wouldn't go full on dark blue. I think that'd be a bit too much. Oh, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Weirdling what she is. They're not bird feet, they're apparently a knife skirt. But yeah, dark cold grey stone. I'm thinking pretty much the same thing there, Stretch. Alright. Blue! 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 I finished the Keeper of Secrets! Look at this fucker. Stick a fork in them, they're done. Finally fucking done. This was only meant to be a standard quality fucking commission, and I ended up going a little bit more than fucking standard. Because I couldn't resist. I just couldn't help myself. This mini is just too nice to not put that little bit of extra effort in. And yeah, it's huge. I didn't realize how big it was either when I was pricing it. So, definitely undercharged for this one. But that's okay. I was enjoying working on it, so that's fine. That's alright. I enjoyed working on it enough that I bought one of my own. No idea when I'll get around to it, but at least I have it now. Welcome back, Mittens! I'm glad to see you finish it. Yeah, I'm glad I finished it. But yeah, ooh, 6.5 minutes until our next Stream Raiders battle. That's enough time to get 2 units down. Or possibly 1 unit if you haven't actually got it loaded yet, and it needs time to load. Because unfortunately Stream Raiders does not load quickly yet. But yeah, now that the Keeper of Secrets is done, I'm just unwinding and relaxing with some stinky little bastard mans, some stinky little poxwalkers, trying out a more green scheme for this boy. See how it turns out, see if the client for the stinky bastard mans approves. It's nice to get some variation in your poxwalkers, so they don't all look exactly the same. This is actually just a wash, but I will be using the contrast paints. Right now, I like to start with a very thin wash, because I have a lot of trouble seeing the details when I've primed something in white, just because of how bright these bloody lights are. So I like doing a thin wash first. It helps me pick out the details, and it also helps sort of just give an underlying tone to the contrast paints that I put over the top. I normally use Druchii Violet for this step, but I wanted to try some more greeny, lost track of that sentence, greeny poxwalkers. There we go. Fuck's sake. Still not over poor Euroventris' face. Oh, poor boy, I did him dirty. Oof, yeah. Just finished assembling Silent King. Oh my god.
Follow my lead.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Nicholas McMahil. Welcome to the Bits Box. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to show off the Keeper of Secrets again. Because I just finished it. Finished it early on the stream. Gotta show it off. This mini has taken me way too fucking long. But yes. Stick a fork in them, they're done. Yeah, I guess it is pretty much kind of like watercolors. I haven't actually really done watercolor painting before. Not that I remember anyway. Maybe I might have poked it a little bit in like primary school or high school art at some point, but that was like 10 or 20 years ago, so I don't remember shit. But yeah, I like glazing. Hang on, let me get one of the ones that I've actually finished. So this is one of the ones I did previously. So this one started with a very pale Drucci violet wash. Although my camera doesn't really pick up pinks and purples very well. So yeah, this was a purple wash to start with, and then I layered very, very thinned blue contrast over him. So I'll be using probably the same blue contrast on this guy, just with a green undertone instead of a purple undertone. And, you know, compare the differences. Picked up a D&D paint set last week, looking forward to using them. Nice! You'll have to let me know how that goes, Stretch. I haven't actually used any of the D&D paints before, so I'm very interested to see what kind of quality they are. Because always interesting to see what people do with different types of paint. Ugh, fucking tailbone. Ow, 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 ow! Ugh. But yeah, alright. So, do I want to bother with the metal arm? Probably not, because that's just going to get painted metallic anyway. I'll do the wash over the metallics once I get the metallics down. But for now, we'll just focus on the fleshy bits. I'll worry about the metals later. Yeah. I also just really like doing monochrome minis like this, just sort of gradually building up the darker areas with, you know, just continuing layers of wash. It's just, it's soothing. I find it very soothing. And satisfying. That's the word I wanted. I find it very satisfying. Especially if I'm going all out with picking out the details with just the wash first, you know, and sort of really, really building up shadows and highlights with just the underlying wash. But considering I have another 39 of these poxwalkers, I probably shouldn't spend too much time dicking around with this kind of shit. But tonight I'm treating myself because I just finished a big mini, so I'm having fun with unwinding with this one. Oh, D&D paints are made by Army Painter. Okay. Nice. Do I have any Army Painter paints? I don't think I've actually got any Army Painter. I've got some P3. I've got a couple of Minotaur. I've got a couple of Scale Color. I don't think I've got any Army Painter paints. Oh well. Got a bunch of Vallejo that I never use as well. But, oh, and that's the battle horn. Let's see how many people joined the fight. 21, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, we've got the lurky turkey. Sweet. Let's see if it's going to be enough. 21 versus 16. Oh, we should be okay. We should be fine. We've got a healer backing up my war beast. We should be fine. This is Stream Raiders. It's a fun little game. Oh, excuse me. And the main reason I have it is to remind me to stretch every half hour. But it's also fun. It's just fun. You assist in battles and you win prizes and gold, and then you can use scrolls and gold to level up your fighters, and it's a good little thing, you know. Oh yeah, okay, so Spotty. Most kills and most assists with Spotty. Weirdling bringing up the rear there. Alright, oh, Weirdling. Weirdling got the prize. Congratulations. Fucking rigged. That was the boss fight, guys. Why did we only get one scroll for the boss fight? That's disappointing. Maybe we just didn't have enough people on. I have no idea how that works. But anyway, we are moving on to a new map. Alright, let's... Ooh. Oh no, we're gonna have to make a decision. No, we're gonna go for the skins. I mean, tokens are fine, but skins are better. So we'll start with... You did indeed win a prize, Weirdling. You're doing good. Alright, let's go this way. Fuck it. There'll be dinosaurs frozen in ice. They're cute. Look at these fucking dinosaurs. Look at those derpy little shits. Frozen dinosaur. Snow troll, snow goblin. Okay, so we've got trolls and goblins. Alright. No orcs though. Who do I feel like using? I don't use my flying rogue often enough. Let's use my flying rogue. What could possibly go wrong? Painted the dress in a cobalt blue. Nice. Looks good. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Progress. Alright, there we go. Place your units, dear friends. Join in on our digital violence. And remind me to stretch again in half an hour. Oh yeah, there's a link. Join in, man. Join in. You'll only start off with like 3 or 4 units, but that's fine. All you need to do is just keep putting down units every 5 minutes or so. And the more you participate, the more you'll be able to level up your stuff and unlock more units and everything. So yeah, no, it's good fun. It's good fun. And there's a whole bunch of other mini streamers who also run Stream Raiders. So, you know, if you find yourself on another stream and they run Stream Raiders, you can join in on their fights as well and earn even more stuff. It does take a while to load though, because it is still fairly new. And the makers of this... Nope, that was the wrong button. That was also the wrong button. There we go. The makers of Stream Raiders weren't expecting it to get as popular as quickly as it did, so their servers are not quite up to it, but I think they're working on upgrading? I'm not sure. But, you know, once it's loaded, then it's fine. Yeah, it'll take forever, especially the first time. But once it's fully loaded, you shouldn't have any issues with it. It took 3 days! Holy shit! It is very cute. And you can also get custom skins for the units. Like some of my units had some custom skins on them that I've won, you know, during battles or whatever. And yeah, some of the custom skins, holy fuck, are fucking adorable, and some of them are just weird as hell. There's another big mini painting streamer called Brush for Hire, and he really likes bananas, and he's actually gotten a couple of custom skins that are just, you know, walking, talking fucking bananas for some of his Stream Raider units, and they're amazing. They're like the banana phone. Fucking bananas. It's great. I love it. It's so dumb. No server in Asia. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I love his banana emotes. It is cute. Took 3 days to load my... It's no server in Asia. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brush for Hire does commissions. Yeah, like that's his main source of income as far as I know. Which is why he streams so much, because he's a dedicated commission painter, unlike me, who's more of a lazy part-time commission painter, because I value my wrists. My wrists are getting old and creaky, but that's okay. I would not be able to stream anywhere near as often as Brush for Hire does. I'm not social enough. Streaming is exhausting. Don't get me wrong, I love streaming. It's great. I would not be able to stream for, you know, 6 to 8 hours every day of the week. I would lose my fucking mind. I would go absolutely fucking mental if I streamed as a full-time job. I'd lose it. Yeah, he does crazy 12-hour streams. Only use a Tumblr app for a while now. I can see your blogs on the desktop. Oh, nice. I've never actually bothered using the Tumblr app because I'm on desktop pretty much all the time. And apps tend to be, or at least certain apps tend to be dubious. So I just don't bother with them. If I need to use Tumblr when I'm out and on my mobile phone, I just use it through the browser. I don't even bother with the fucking Tumblr app. It's a bit of a trash fire. But, oh well. Anyway, right now I am just playing. I'm honestly just having fun here. Just building up some shading a bit better on these tentacles. Because I don't feel like doing anything else. I'm being very lazy today. Especially since I just finished that big mini, I'm rewarding myself with just some lazy, simple monochrome painting for now. Although I really should get on to at least doing the blue. So I can see how the blue and the green works together. But just gonna build up a little bit more of the shading first. Because I can. When I first started streaming, because I was, for one, I was getting used to streaming, and there was that whole, oh my god, shiny new thing, this is a shiny new thing, this is exciting! In my first, month of streaming, I did multiple 11-ish hour streams, and after the first couple of weeks, once I got affiliate, I was like, I am not going to be able to keep that up because I start losing my voice after about 4 hours. He just had the stream running when he's working, painting his studio here. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to paint for 12 hours straight because I just get sore. I get sore and tired and cranky. But yeah, no, I've done some 11-hour streams. 8, 10, 11 hour. I don't think I've quite hit 12 hour yet. But, not something I want to do long term. Oh, coming by with leftovers. Nice! Free leftovers for the win. But nah. Brush for Hire is really good though. He's a fantastic painter. He's a great person in general, you know, he's very helpful and stuff. If you've got questions about painting or whatever, he usually does his best to try and answer them and everything. He's just a nice guy. And he also wears silly hats. He has some really funny, silly hats. Like, he's entertaining, as well as being awesome. I wish I was even half that entertaining. But alas, I do not own any silly hats because I don't like hats. Because hats tend to make my head hurt. His lobster hat. I don't know if I've seen the lobster hat. I've seen the unicorn onesie. I don't know if I've seen the lobster hat. He's got a banana hat. I've seen the banana hat. Oh, damn it. The wash pooled here and now it's all super dark. Oh well. That's fine. It's on the foot. He just has a very, very dirty foot. And If I really wanted to, I could lighten it up again, but I don't care enough. So that's okay. Maybe we'll raid Brush for Hire later tonight, since I've been talking about him anyway. Haven't raided Brushy for a bit. Now the question is, do I want to go dark green towards the end of the extremities? Let's just leave it as it is for now. We'll do the blue, and then if I decide to do the darker green extremities, I can always just do another layer of wash over the blue later. That sounds like a plan. Oh, shoulders. Oh, did he? Oh. I do love Brushy. He's also super supportive. He's good people. I don't think Brushy streams on weekends though. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. On Sunday, no, Brushy wouldn't be streaming tonight. Because, yeah, he streaming and painting, well, painting is basically his full-time job, and he just happens to stream it, because why the fuck not? But yeah, no, I don't think he streams on weekends. Ah! Oh well. I'm sure there'll be other people streaming that we can harass.
Follow my lead.
Oh! Thank you very much for that follow. Devil Annette. Welcome to the Bits Box. No worries, Stretch. Thank you very much for hanging out. And thank you for that follow as well. Hopefully I'll see you again at some point. Also, I love the fact that you've got your name in yellow. It makes it really easy for me to pick you out. Not many people tend to have their names in yellow in my chat. So, it definitely helps. Because I've got black background in my chat. Because I can't do the white background stuff. It burns my eyeballs. Especially with all this light going on anyway. But yes, welcome. Alright. Should I... Oh, no, there's a little bit I missed with the green there. So I need to fix that up at least. Alright, I think I need to start moving on to the blue now before I get too deep down the rabbit hole of making this guy minty fresh. Once I finish up this particular brush load of paint anyway. He does look kind of minty fresh, doesn't he? Mintalicious. Let's make sure I get the very tips of these nubbins. I seem to have not gotten the tip of this big one properly. There we go. There we go. Alright. Okay. Just happen to know the hex code for gold. Oh, nice! See you later. Alright. Paint pot check. There we go. Actually, let's put that one there so I can reach my blue easily. Now, I really love this blue contrast, but it is super strong. So I have to take like microscopic amounts of it to keep it thin enough that it doesn't just make everything super blue. Alright, so let's just have a couple of these sitting here so I can use them as reference. There we go. It's a lovely blue. It's an amazing blue. It is so strong. Especially compared to some of the other contrasts, like Aethermatic Blue, which is a sort of bluey green. It is the opposite of strong, which means when I'm using it, I actually have to build up multiple layers of it to get the color I want with it, because it is not strong. It is not strong at all. So yeah, one of the things with using contrasts is figuring out how strong or otherwise it is, and then adjusting your paint style accordingly. Shyish Purple is also very, very strong. Magos Purple's kind of in between. So Magos Purple is nice. I sometimes use Magos Purple instead of Dritchy Violet, because it's a little bit redder than Dritchy Violet, but it's fairly similar. So I use Magos if I want a slightly warmer purple undertone than what Dritchy Violet would give me. Lovely blue, not biased or anything. Not biased at all. Blue is best color. That is a completely unbiased opinion, right? This is just one of the Poxwalkers from the big Stinky Boy army. And I'm doing him in green just to try it out, see how it looks compared to the blue and purple ones from earlier. So it's going to be blue and green instead of blue and purple. But yeah, no, I love contrast paints. They're like they're sort of like a thicker, more viscous wash. They do tend to be translucent, so if you want to get a solid color with them, you've got to do multiple layers. They're fantastic over metals. That's right, Blue. I don't know if you've seen my Death Guard. So here's one. This is one of my own boys. This is Stinky Bastard Spunky Chonk Tonk. And this is all just contrast paints over silver to get the sort of iridescent metallic effect. If I'd done it over, you know, Wraithbone or Greyseer, the colours would be the same, but it wouldn't have that metallic sheen to it. So yeah, this is just... Yes, googly eyes make everything better. His eyes stuck up there now. Oh, damn it, got unstuck. I liked it when it was stuck. But yeah, so this is all just contrast, pretty much. Aethermatic Blue, Talisar Blue, Magos Purple, Shyish Purple. It took me all my September streams to paint this guy. But yeah, that's just an example of what you can do with contrast paints over a metallic base. Let me get one of my other examples. Where did it go? Oh, there you are. This is just a test mini I was playing around with to figure out how I wanted to paint future Blood Angels. Oh, there we go. And this is just Retributor Gold base. And then I put in the darker areas with Shyish Purple contrast first. And then I used the Blood Angels red contrast over the top to get the red. And even the shading on the gold is just the Shyish Purple. So yeah, that's what it looks like without the red over the top. I really do like the effect. I just don't know if it works for Blood Angels specifically. Because I've got the Blood Angels Terminators from the Space Hulk set to paint at some point in the future. I just don't know how I want to paint them yet. So this was a test mini to figure out using the contrasts over metallics. So, but yeah, that's another example of just, you know, contrast paints over shiny metals. And oh, where are some of my own Poxwalkers? Ugh. No, that one's not finished. Where's a finished Poxwalker? Oh, there we go. And these are some of my own Poxwalkers for my personal Death Guard army. And again, these are just washes and contrast paints. nothing else. Oh, except for the silver. But yeah, these are Magos Purple to start with, and then Seraphim Sepia to get a more skin tone out of the purple, which works really well. Because, you know, I can vary the amount of purple I have. So, you know, some places are more reddish and others are more sepia-ish. And then the green is actually not even a green contrast. This one I was playing with some of the green washes as well. But this is actually the Aethermatic Blue contrast and then one of the yellow contrasts that I can't remember the name of. Because when I was painting these guys, I didn't actually have any green contrast paint yet. So I'm like, let's just put, you know, blue and yellow makes green, and it turned out really nice. This just fucking neon. It's great. Alright, let's put them away. So, let's put you out of the way. There we go. Aha! So yeah, that bright neon green was actually these two contrast paints layered over each other. So I start off with the Aethermatic Blue. Yeah, you can absolutely layer them to mix colours. And then put over the Eoden Yellow. And that got that really bright green. It's amazing. I love it. So yeah, you can layer the contrast paints by them. You know, you can layer the contrast paints to get different colours. You can layer contrast paints with washes to get different colours, like the disgusting Nurgle I showed you earlier. That was the Magos Purple contrast paint. This one, layered with Seraphim Sepia wash. They are very cool. I really, really love the contrast paints. You can get just some amazing effects out of them. They do take a little bit to get used to, and they're not as good on large flat surfaces because you've really got to apply them quickly to make sure you don't get the drying edges, like the coffee ring stain kind of lines, because that is definitely an issue with contrast paints. The edges will dry before the middle does. They're like washes like that. Oh, that was way too much blue. I forgot I only need like a molecule of this blue. Just the tip. Barely even the tip. And then let's get most of that off. Okay, there we go. That should be fine. Need to use my contrast more? Absolutely. Oh, they're amazing. I cannot sing the praises of contrast paint enough. Like, even if you're just using them as intended, they're still great, you know. But when you really sink the time and effort into, you know, using them in more interesting ways, oh, they're good. But at the end of the day, you know, they're just another tool in the toolbox. But they are definitely worth the time to get familiar with them and figure out what you can do with them with your own, you know, particular painting styles and preferences. But yeah, they do take a little bit to get used to using. Personally, I find keeping them very, very thin and then layering them up is how I prefer to use them. But that might not necessarily work for everybody. So, you know, slathering them on in the way they're meant to be used is also perfectly valid. And it's actually what I do when I'm painting leather on these guys. Generally, I just slap the snakebite leather on, and looks pretty good. Too set my ways like an old person. Well, I mean, I'm not very young, despite my appearance. I'm not that young, and if I can learn how to use contrast in new and interesting and exciting ways, then so can you. Believe in the me that believes in you, Mittens. Have faith in yourself. And if you can't have faith in yourself, have faith in me having faith in you. We're all in this together. And once again, I had too much blue in my brush, but I was expecting that, so just make this extremity a nice dark blue and sort of blend it down into the foot. And yeah, contrasts. Glazing contrasts is fantastic for getting some nice gradients going. Again, takes a bit of time and effort and everything, but you know, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Oh, sorry, drifting off camera again. My apologies. There we go. But yeah, I especially love doing contrasts over these poxwalkers because they've got so many little details that contrast paints just work really well with them. And it also means there's not a lot of super large flat areas where I have to worry about the edges of the contrast and getting dry lines. And even if I do get some dry lines, they're on, you know, it's on fucking stinky bastard Nurgle, nobody's gonna care. It'll just end up looking like weird veins on these guys. Which is amazing. Because hell yeah, weird veins on these guys. I should do that deliberately more often. Oh, my arms are getting sore. Halfway through I just forgot to, so now I'm stuck with the recipe I'd hit and have to apply for the rest of the army. Oh dear. See, Spotty, you are not convincing anybody with your consistent insistence that you are human and not multiple cats in a trench coat. This does sound like Sims music. God damn. And now I want to play Sims 4 again. Bugger. Free food got fucking called out. Oof. Wanted to use some snakebite leather on my Lumineth army, but halfway through I just forgot to. Oh dear. Now stuck with the recipe I did have to apply for the rest of the army. Bugger. Oh well. Oh well. I do love the snakebite leather though, it's really nice. And if you keep it thin, you can then layer it up to get different shades of leather, which is super useful if you want to like make some areas stand out more than others, or if you want to darken down areas and stuff. See, Spotty, you're not convincing anybody with that act. You are absolutely vampire cats in a trench coat. I've forgotten what I was up to. How thick is this at the moment? Oh good, not too blue at all. Excellent, I can build that up properly. Trying to get smooth blend under this bloody hand is a bit annoying, but oh well. Managing. There we go. Let's make sure we don't miss that kneecap. This does fucking sound like Sims music. My gosh. And now I have Sims 4. I have spent far too much time building houses in Sims 4. And there was a house design that I thought of recently that I want to try building at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it yet because I've been too busy playing Star Wars: The Old Republic instead. But, oh, I really want to play Sims 4 now. Like, I super want to just see if I can stream it without my computer dying. Oh, speaking of, I was looking at the new 3080 graphics cards, and they are so out of stock in Australia right now that places are going, we're not even accepting pre-orders for anymore because we've already got too many pre-orders that we need to fulfill first. So it's looking like I'm not going to actually be able to build a new computer until March. Maybe February, if I get really lucky. But, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Stopped playing Sims and realised I would build houses and make the characters. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of different characters in Sims, and I do like playing them, but yeah, I also spent way too much time just fucking building houses. And like, I'd build a house, and I'd play it for a little bit with my Sims, and then go, you know what, this layout isn't really working. I need to redesign the entire house again. Or I'd get an expansion pack and be like, okay, I now have access to all these new shiny things from this new shiny expansion pack, which means I must build entire new houses so I can incorporate these new shiny things. And then I don't even use half of the new shiny things because they don't fit with what I'm trying to build. Fuck. Yep, I'm getting the urge to build fucking houses in Sims again. Because I've got multiple different families in Sims as well, which means they all need different kinds of houses and different styles of houses. So I'm building multiple houses for multiple people, and I did spend a few hundred hours in Sims 3. Oh, is it violence time? Oh, sorry, I missed the violence time. Let's get some violence going, shall we? Tried out the legacy challenge. Nice. Ooh. Got to Generation 4 before I could port. Fair. No, I'm the kind of Sims player who doesn't want my Sims to get old and die, so I just turned off aging. Which also meant that if my Sims had kids, I could just level the kids up to max out all their skills before having their birthdays. So I had like fucking maxed out Sims. Oh no, the dinosaurs break out of the ice. Will they eat us before we can kill them? Oh, I'm hungry. Sorry, I suddenly just crashed. Like to do chocobo inbreeding. I love how you had to specify inbreeding. I mean, Skits may be a vampire. I'm not going to deny. I can neither confirm nor deny me being a vampire. But I will say I am going to the beach tomorrow, so make of that what you will. Oh yeah, the Origin bloatware. Oof. Oh well. Oh, Spotty and Ultramarines! Congratulations on your prizes! Yay, Ultra! You got your first prize! Mittens! Leading the charge there. Rise of the Newbie! Got the most kills. That newbie is indeed definitely rising. And most assists, Mittens. Excellent, excellent. Oh, Valthek! Hello, Valthek. Say hi, you fucker. Yeah, that's. I know how it's how you get the best chocobo, but still, the fact that you just had to call it inbreeding. You are the only healer, Mittens. You are carrying us all. All right. I've actually just kind of hit a wall and I do need to sort of get to bed a little earlier tonight so I can go to the beach tomorrow. So I think I'm actually going to wrap it there. It's earlier than I normally do. My apologies, but wow, I just crashed. I am not going to fuck that wall, Spotty. What you do with walls in the privacy of your own home is entirely your fucking business. But I am not gonna fuck any walls, okay? Oh, hey, I got prizes. See, that's how out of it I am. It took me a full, like, 2 minutes. No, come back! To even realise that I got prizes. But anyway, we at least got the Keeper of Secrets done. So happy with that. And I will photocraft that, probably not tomorrow, probably on Tuesday. I did miss you, Valthic. I missed you a lot, Val. I'm so glad you're here, because now I'm wrapping up. A little early, but I'm tired. And I need to go to bed early-ish for beach tomorrow. But yeah, ooh, Val, while you're here. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but you're here anyway. So I finished the Keeper of Secrets. Look at how pretty they are. They're so pretty. Well, of course you're not going to go to bed early, Spotty. You're going to go watch whoever the fuck I end up raiding. And, you know, you're gonna hang out with them, and then whoever they end up raiding, and so on and so on and so forth until you pass out at 4 AM. But yes. That's definitely a bit more... Well, standard isn't low cost. Basic is my low cost. Standard is my middle tier. And then elite's my high tier. And that one sort of ended up somewhere between standard and elite. Just a bit. But that's okay, I had fun painting it. I was enjoying working on it, so that's fine. That's alright. Okay, just gonna wash this brush. That poor soul, yeah. So I'm gonna wash this brush, and then I'm gonna see who's on at the moment. Do you guys have any suggestions on who we should raid? Also, you're entirely right, Velthek. I absolutely blame Weirdling. 100% Weirdling's fault. But yes, I have missed you, Val. I've missed you a lot. I get very sad when you're not here and stream with me. Yes, I ended up buying a Keeper of Secrets myself. I was weak. I succumbed. I succumbed to the urge to buy my own Keeper of Secrets. I have no idea when I'm going to get around to painting it. But at least it's a thing I have now. Also, the client for that Keeper of Secrets, I think he wants me to do another one as well. Except, I think he got it secondhand, which means it's already fully assembled and primed. So that's gonna be a fucking nightmare. But oh well, we'll see. Ah, no, that was not the right place to put that brush. Let's try there instead. There we go. Alright. Ooh, Tyrannic! I only have one level commission level, that's fair. Ow, ow, argh. Yeah, let's go raid Tyrannic. I haven't said hi to Tyrannic for a while, so let's go assault him. And yeah, you guys, if you're not following Tyrannic already, make sure you give him a follow once we get in there. He is excellent value as well. And he needs some love. Oh, just gotta wait for this fucking commercial to fuck the fuck off. Fucking commercials, piece of shit crap. Goddamn fucking bastard. Ugh, why does my ad blocker no longer block Twitch ads? It's very annoying. Oh well. Tyrannic, Tyrannic. But yes, Tyrannic is good quality. He's one of the He's one of the streamers that started supporting me like really early when I first started streaming, so gotta support him back. You know, once I went on 3 raids in one night, which crashed in the 4th raid. Oh dear. Remember when you raid somebody's channel, by the way, to check the address bar, and if the address bar has like referral raid on the end of the address, get rid of that and just make sure you load up the streamer's actual page without the referral raid on the end, because if you've still got the referral raid on the end of the URL there, it doesn't actually count as views for them. So yeah, now you know. It says referrer? Okay, well, whatever. If there's stuff on the end of their address, get rid of that stuff. But yeah, okay. Alright, so thank you very much everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I do apologise for wrapping up early, but my forearms are actually really sore as well, which is not helping. But yeah, I know I will catch you all again next stream. Drop by tomorrow night. I might be streaming tomorrow alongside Murray Movies Talks, aka Dingo, aka my hobby daddy. Oop! Nope, there we go. Raiding.